Hey everyone, welcome to Lady Overlander Radio. Tonight we're chatting with Heather Joas of Poor Offroad. Stay tuned. Stay tuned still. Okay, there we go.
Grab your favorite drink, whether it's a coffee, cocktail, or tea, and get ready. It's Ladies' Night on Lady Overlander Radio. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. The Lady Overlander Radio podcast is available on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all other major podcast platforms. Enjoy the show.
Hey Arla, hey girl, hey.
Hey, where you been? It's been 2 weeks since I've heard our intro.
I know. So last week we were traveling out to Colorado. I did a volunteer week at Project Sanctuary, which is a retreat for veterans that suffer from PTSD and their families. So it was awesome. We went out there, and Joe and I and the kids made meals for the veterans. You know, we watched their littles while they did some adult therapy, things like that. It was really, really awesome. I love that organization. So we'll be doing some more volunteering with them as well. We went last year as a family, and it was amazing. So we wanted to give back. So that was really fun. And then we left Colorado and came down to New Mexico. And we've been kind of exploring around New Mexico. And we just dipped over to the off-grid cabin in Arizona to check on it. And that's where I'm at right now.
So everything's good there, I assume.
Everything's great here. Nothing disturbed, nothing messed up. Everything was still in working order. So pretty happy about that. And we'll hang here for a few days, and then we'll do some more exploring and camping and whatever.
Whatever.
Nice. So real quick, I got some build changes done to my rig.
Oh no.
So I did I did the bed platform in the back, you know about that. And I got 2 Overland Vehicle Systems 117 quart, boxes mounted to the roof rack. I have a 8-gallon water tank mounted to the roof rack for showers. Got a new setup on the back of my rear bumper that can hold water, fuel, and propane. And the propane tank and the holder is from Badak. So that's pretty cool. And then we brought on a new sponsor on the show, which is Okie Overland. So they did some wonderful work on the rig and hooked me up and came on as a sponsor for the show. So it was a pretty eventful week before the Veterans Retreat. Yeah. Other than that, you got anything new going on?
You also got a new awning. You got a shower tent.
Yeah, I did get an awning in the shower tent.
Why am I having to do this for you?
Yeah, that's enough about me. It's fine. No, and we've been putting this stuff to the test, and it's been working great. All 4 of us are in the vehicle. Well, one of us is in Florida, but the rest of us are in one vehicle, and so that's been a challenge. We have a pop-up tent that we've been using for the kids, so we're kind of adjusting to being in one vehicle. Yeah, it's a Gazelle tent. So
nice.
Yeah.
And you got that kitchen underneath the deck also.
Got the OVS kitchen too. Yep.
Bouged out.
You know more about my rig than I do. Jeez.
She keeps changing her. That's my job, ma'am. My job, ma'am. Yeah. She has changed her setup several times, just trying to, like everybody does, trying to tweak it to get it just right for how you want it, basically. But yeah.
You got to dial it in. Oh, we got lots of people on YouTube watching
pals,
this, guys.
There's got Jonathan on here. We've got Richard on here. It's probably one of your fellers right here. And then we've always got our old man, old truck on here.
That's right. He's the bomb.
Dude. He's our dude. He's always on
That's
here.
Right.
He loves us, ladies.
Okay, so let's get rolling into the show. Enough about my rig and all that fun stuff. But I just wanted to make that announcement that Okie Overland is now a sponsor of Lady Overlander Radio, and we love them. They're in Oklahoma, Tulsa. Yes.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, just outside of Broken Arrow, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sean, my first time. Don't hurt me.
We're very gentle the first time, Sean. Don't worry. We'll take it easy on you. I promise.
We have an outing coming up in 2 weeks. You want to discuss that?
We do. Jasper Jeep Jam. That is in Jasper, Arkansas, right in my backyard.
Literally.
I'm going to throw up the logo here and the info. I'm going to try to. There it goes. So it's Thursday through Saturday, the 14th through the 16th of March at the Newton County Fairgrounds in Jasper, Arkansas. We will be there. Bass Offroad, Professor Bass and friends will be there. Who else going? There's a lot of people going.
You ever heard of them?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Also, Lady and Toyota's Arkansas ambassador will be there. Lots of good things to happen.
We got Pruitt Knives of Valor going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I can't remember. There's so many that have piled on there now. I can't keep up.
Yeah, it's filling up. So if you're going to go, I'd recommend getting your tickets like ASAP. Oh, there you go.
Well, that escalated quickly.
I told you.
I do need my cherry popped at some point. Meow. Oh, righty.
Yeah. So come on to Jasper, Arkansas and hang out with us. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty. It's pretty.
All right, Heather. It's your turn now.
Heather.
My turn. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're gonna run the show tonight. We're
not just a pretty face, honey.
Go with it.
Pretty face.
I'm definitely not. That was not my job. I'll leave that to y'all.
All right. Well, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about your background?
Cool. Well, my name's Heather. For those who don't know, I know some of my people are in the comments just causing a mess, so y'all just have to excuse us. But we like to have a lot of fun. I own Pour Offroad, which is a coffee company, and we are very, very mission focused. Part of what we do is give back for the preservation of our ability to go out and be on trails, and so we actually give a portion of all of our proceeds to Tread Lightly, and they work diligently, in my opinion, on keeping our trails cleaned up, on fixing trails, and they're always trying to educate people so that we can keep this lifestyle that we love so much. So that's a little bit about me. I'm a Navy vet. She's a hero, and we love her. Oh, Jonathan.
Oh, my goodness. And fellow vet. That's right.
Yeah, they know that. See, they're my you, right? Like, they just tell you about me, but they know me better than I know me. So
we're going to let them run the show then. That's fine.
Don't do your thing. We just going to sit back.
And here's to you.
Yeah.
There
you go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Well, thank you for yours. For sure. So another fellow vet, my people. Yeah, that's a big reason, actually. The veteran and the things that I've went through as a veteran is a big reason why Pour started. I wanted to find a way where people could connect in the off-road industry. And for me, I was telling y'all before this started, I got injured in the service, and I spent a year in the Wounded Warrior Care Unit. I spent 3 years in an electric wheelchair. I had a Jeep at the time, but I couldn't drive it. And I felt like I felt like I lost my mojo. Like, I went from being a personal trainer and running around and a welder and a firefighter and all these really cool things to not being able to sit up on my own, not being able to drive a car, and it was tough. And I got really mean. I was not a nice person at all. I always tell this story, but I had a nurse, and I praise God for her all the time, because she put me in a manual wheelchair because they hadn't gotten my electric chair yet. And she wheeled me to group therapy in the Wounded Warrior Care Unit. And she left me there because I needed it that bad. I refused to go. I'm not going to therapy. I'm not talking. Like I said, I just wasn't raised in that way. We didn't talk about things like that. And so she left me there. And it was kind of in that moment where I realized, like, whoa, being amongst other people and talking and all of this is really good. And then I had friends bust me out, and they put me in my Jeep, and they drove me around. And it was that same camaraderie. And like, we didn't have to really talk about what was going on, but it was just being around and being able to do something that made me feel like I didn't lose my mojo. Like, I can still do cool things, right? She's still kind of mean.
Especially to me.
Jonathan is beloved.
These two.
Yeah, they're a mess.
Especially to Jonathan.
Yeah.
Wow, poor Jonathan.
Jonathan's beloved in our group chat. The poor man. But no, we all have a good time, but this is exactly what it is, right? And so this is why I started Poor, is because, I love off-roading, of course, right? To get out there and do different things and do the builds and be out in nature and all of that cool stuff. But at the end of the day, like sitting around a campfire, or even before starting the day, like having a cup of coffee with each other, right? And just that little bit of camaraderie, I wanted to bring that back for not only veterans, but for everybody, and how can we connect and bring the community together. And so Poor Off-Road was born.
I love it.
Amy, Lady on Toyota's on.
Awesome. Hey, Amy. Hey, girl. Hey. She's our Arkansas ambassador for Lady on Toyotas.
I like it. I like it.
Toyotas. Yes.
Damn girls.
She's amazing.
They crazy.
We love her. Yeah, but us Toyota girls are crazy.
They are, but you know what? I love them. And I have to say, I went overlanding. My first ever overlanding trip was with Toyotas. And so I had the best time. And, I probably, my people are in here, but, I had the best time. It was so much fun. And it's such a cool thing. Like, I don't normally publicly say it, but like overland wise, I'm kind of lean towards the Toyota side of things as far as like overland and things like that go. There's just so many really cool options and different setups and things like that. And I said, don't say
Too late,
it.
Jonathan. Too late.
She's tacos troll.
I don't have a taco. I have a Forerunner, so there.
Ooh.
I neutral when I see tacos, but
I love
love
tacos.
tacos.
I love tacos.
Yeah. No, we actually have, my husband has a Jeep and I have a Forerunner, and then Arla and her husband both have Jeeps. So we're a multi-vehicle brand family around here. So
You have a Gladiator and a Wrangler.
yeah.
So you've done all sorts of upgrades like recently. What's your favorite one as far as overlanding goes? I'm curious. Like, which one do you feel like makes the biggest impact? Yeah.
Ooh, the biggest impact I would say is probably my bed platform, because I had a rooftop tent, but because I am disabled partially, I can't do the upper pushing up, with getting the tent up. So the bed platform has been amazing. I can just crawl in there and rack out and not have to worry about putting up and down a tent by myself when I go out solo. So that I think has been the biggest game changer for me. Yeah.
For sure.
Now I'm a car camper.
There's nothing wrong with
whatever
that.
labels we want to put on things. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, there's benefits to everything. I've got a buddy that put out a video because he's done a lot of different setups on he's got a Tacoma. And so he has done a bunch of the different campers and beds and tents. And so he did a review like from over the years, and each one kind of has its like benefits. And I don't know, to me, I was like, wow, that's cool. I never even thought about that, And so there's all these different, it's total preference.
Oh, it is. And nobody's overlanding build is wrong. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the thing that we teach when we go to the expos and we do the classes and stuff. Whatever build works for you is the right build. You don't have to look like somebody else or have all the fancy gear or the top, name brands or whatever. If it works for you and you're comfortable and you're able to go out and do the things you want to do, then that's the right build for you, And
Absolutely.
like me, I've been doing this for almost 4 years now, 3 of which we were doing full time. And we've changed our builds on both vehicles over the years, just as we've adjusted and changed, and the kids have grown, and, you just got to go with what works for you. That's what I like to tell people. So.
Yeah, I think they grow with us, right? Like I feel like they're just a part of the family, but they do, right? Like right now I have a 12 and a 5. So my Jeep life is much different than somebody that maybe doesn't have kids, or depending on what they do. Jonathan. And this is why he's our beloved one. We just have to.
Special.
He's special.
Oh, Jonathan, if you come to the Jasper Jeep Jam, we're going to have a beginning overlanding class, and we'll teach you what overlanding is. We'll learn you.
I'll pay to see that, actually. So, no, he comes from Rock Crawler World, and that's really cool. And that's kind of where my Jeep is going right now. My Jeep is also my daily, so I also get to play with that whole situation. And so I think that obviously the same thing, like what your build works for you, like that's what you should do. And that's where I'm at. There's a lot of things I would love to do. And eventually that will just be a crawler. And my plan is to probably, I debated because when I went overlanding with the Toyotas, I was in a 4Runner, and it was great because it was modified. Actually, we had 3 seats in it. It was long arm travel, 37s. Like it was very built for, we had a rooftop tent, we had the trailer, and we had the whole thing. And I'm like, wow, that was kind of a nice setup with the kids. But I really miss I used to have a truck, and I miss being able to have a truck, right? And so I'm like, maybe I'll get a Tacoma and get a box. I don't know. I'm
or
all over
Gladiator.
the place. What's that?
Or a Gladiator.
Or a Gladiator.
The shameless Gladiator plug.
Yeah, either way though, but that's
Motorcycles
kind of where like my build is heading, I think.
Yeah. Well, rock crawling is awesome, and I do know that we have some friends that are rock crawlers as well, and they always take off their overlanding gear to do the rock crawling part because it makes you kind of top heavy and
a little bit sometimes.
You just don't have the same abilities that you do when you take that stuff off.
Wait, hold on, I missed one. I guess I can't overland or camp in a McLaren or a
Lamborghini.
Poor you, darling. Poor you.
I mean, you could, but would you want to?
I see some Priuses out there these days.
Oh my!
Y'all have seen that, but
that and the Subarus, lots and lots of Subarus.
Lots, yeah. I've got a friend that works at a shop, and I'd never known that was a thing, and they had neither. And they got a phone call that somebody was asking for their Prius a lift, like a quote for the lift of the Prius, and they thought it was a prank call, like they really didn't know, and it turned out like they were very serious. Like, well, yeah, I mean, what would you? I would not expect that, to call. And so anyway, yeah, they ended up quoting it up, and it turns out there's like it's a whole thing. They've got a whole community, just like everybody else.
I think that pretty much people will try to take anything off road, I believe, and that's okay as long as you're willing to deal with the repairs you have to do. It's all good.
Alex Cho has an
for sure, and hopefully you're
really off-road Lambo. I gotta see that.
Yeah,
I definitely have to try to see if it can be done. I think it's impossible to run. Hey, man, let's go.
Hey, we know a lot of moto campers. People do it on motorcycles.
Oh yes,
like all over the world. There's people that have, off-road Lambo. We got to check that out.
Right,
that's neat. I would be terrified. Okay, like I wouldn't with mine. I don't care. It's an 02. It's beat up. Whatever, and like it's got a wrap, so if anything happens, just slap a new one on and we're good good to go. A Lambo, I don't know if I'd be willing to like scratch it up and hurt it.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm not gonna do that.
No, I'll take it for a daily. Sure.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's your new daily driver. There you go.
There we go. Let's set goals.
Shout out to Casey Reese, Miss Okie Overland right here.
Miss Okie Overland. Thank you for watching.
The brains behind the whole thing.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Does that mean Kyle's the brawn?
I'm not sure what Kyle is yet. I'm still trying to
decide. Good night, Richard.
Another call. Wow.
Thanks for watching. Yeah.
Yeah, he told me that he's got some we're talking in the ambassador chat, and he said they've got a 4-low dads mastermind call. I don't know what they're masterminding, and anytime I hear anything about 4-low men mastermind, I am scared.
It's a dad call. Got it.
Do the dad thing.
Well, you go do your 4-low dad things then, and we'll do our 4-low mom and woman things over here.
Mom and woman things.
Wait, he counts.
The women power shit over here.
Yeah.
I said what I said. Richard and McLaren with rooftop tent. I would love to see that. Yeah. Well, everybody wants to see that now. Now we
gotta look them up.
Researching.
Now we're gonna Google that as soon as the show's over.
I gotta see it.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about Pour Off-Road Coffee itself. Like, where do you get source your beans? How do you do all that whole process?
Yeah, so everything is ethically sustainably sourced. We have a lot of different like single origins and blends. So everything on the site, it'll tell you, right, like where it's from. It'll tell you, especially with the single origins for my like super coffee people, it'll tell you the elevation, the way that it was dried. It'll tell you everything that you could possibly want to know about it. And so that's a big thing for us, is making sure that we've got things that are like enriching not only for us but for the people that are farming, right? And so we make sure that we've got good relationships there. And then as far as actual roasting goes, everything is roasted the same day that we ship it, so it's basically as fresh as you could get it, unless you were going to do it in your own home. So I've actually
Nice.
got yeah, it's pretty great. So I work with some roasters. And so one of them is literally like across the street from my house, which works out really great. And so we're synced up, and then we've got a few others. And so we work together to come up with new blends and new ideas and flavors and things like that. And it's been a really fun process. And then of course, everything's off-road themed. So everything's got a fun name. Our Italian roast is our jalopy, and we've got Dirt Road Cowboy and Wheelbarrow Whiskey, and like it's fun.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a really good time. But it's exciting to me because not only do we get to have fun, but we also have like good coffee, right? Because I've had a lot of coffee that's like, I call it gimmicky, right? Like there's lots of cool names, and then you drink it and you're like, oh no. But this is actually good. Yeah.
Well, that's what everybody in the comments is saying. So I believe them.
Good. Thank you. I believe them too.
I believe them, even though they're your friends and they might be a little biased. I believe them.
Yeah. You know what? If anybody was going to like dog me, it would be my friends. So
Absolutely.
they're as honest as it comes, right? So yeah, no, so it's really great. We're having a lot of fun. There'll be new blends. We've got, different swag and cups and things like that. And we're just looking to like build this community and kind of help each other out in whatever way that is. We all get into off-roading for different reasons, whether it's just a hobby or it's for work or it's whatever, and so it's kind of cool to just bring people together and be like, hey, what are you doing here? And where can we take you? No,
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever done any rigs and coffee type events, or where people have come and shown off their vehicle builds and shared some coffee?
So we're working on it.
Jonathan.
Jonathan's the worst.
I'll trust coffee sometimes.
You're no longer beloved, Jonathan.
He never was, but we tried.
Man.
No, so rigs and coffee. So one thing that we're working on, because we have been in talks with things like rigs and coffee or caffeine and crawlers or Jeeps and Java or whatever, is being just that we're in Texas. We get a lot of invitation from like across the country, but this whole thing is a one-person show. You're looking at her. And so we're a little limited, right, with all the traveling and then this and that. And so one thing we're working on is being able to give like those pre-made coffees, right? And so we'll work on cold brew cans this year, and we're also working on like the actual pre-made hot coffee so that people can have them and not have to brew them themselves. But for those that are willing to brew, I always send bags out. And so if it is an event where somebody can brew the coffee, I'm always happy to send a bag out and support and, cross promote and all of that. So
that's awesome.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yay for cold brew though. Yay.
I'm excited about that.
It's all about the ice in the cold.
Well, it's exciting too, especially like, I'm in Texas. We're all in warmer like areas, right? And so it's like, okay, in the summer, I'm not like maybe in the morning I will have a hot coffee, but the rest of the day I'm not drinking anything hot. Like it's already hot outside. So yeah, the cold brews will be really cool, and they're easier to take out on the trails for the non-overlanding community. Not a lot of them are carrying all their stuff, with them, and so that'll be good. And of course, we're on the search too. I'm constantly like testing products, and that'll be part of our little show that we're going to start up on. We're going to start a little YouTube up, or we have started it, but I haven't posted anything yet. But that'll be part of what we do, is reviewing these little gadgets like the coffee makers and all of that, because I've used some good ones and I've used some not so good ones. And so it'll be nice to know, like, hey, this is what you can take out on the trail to make a cup of coffee if you want to.
Amy's gonna look
Right
you up
on.
because she loves her coffee, so she's probably gonna order
Yay!
some. And of course, Casey
Amy is-
knows me too well. I love Mountain Dew. So if I could have Mountain Dew flavored coffee, that'd probably be the ticket. A chocolate Mountain Dew flavored coffee.
Okay,
Oh.
this guy,
Oh,
I just got
that.
sent the video today, brewed his coffee with Dr. Pepper. Like he did a, I don't know if it was any good or not. I have no idea. But now I kind of want to try it because what if it is? What if
That
it's
sounds
not?
better than Mountain Dew brewed coffee.
I
To
mean,
be
it does.
honest.
I'll give you that much, I guess. But
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you can cook a roast and you can cook cakes with Dr. Pepper or Coke. I see it all the time on the TikTok.
On the TikTok.
It was
You know,
on the
only
TikTok.
old people call it the TikTok, Arla.
It was on the TikTok. It's true.
Totally. The TikTok makes us do shady things, okay?
Yes.
Like,
It makes
Really
me buy a
shady
lot of
things.
stuff at Dollar Tree. I'm a junkie. I can't help myself.
oh my goodness.
Had their coffee flavored Coke and it was amazing.
Oh, I
Really?
never tried that.
You know
I
what?
don't
What if it
remember
was
that.
like with? Don't they have like a cream Coke or cream Dr. Pepper or something? Like maybe with that, maybe it would be okay.
Like
It's
a cream
a
soda would be good with
cream
that.
soda.
Cream soda.
Yeah.
Cream
Yeah.
soda Coke and a cream soda Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll try it out. I'll let y'all know. You can try it out and you can put it on the TikTok.
Oh, look
And
at
let
it.
You
us
can
know.
call it the
Look at
Lady Overlander radio flavor. If it's Dr. Pepper and
Yes.
coffee. Yeah.
If it's
like
good, we'll brew it that way and we'll put it in a can.
LOR. LOR edition. Let's go.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like it.
That's awesome.
So let's see. We talked about your rig. We talked about your coffee. What else would you like to share with us? What are you up to this next year other than coming out with some cold brew ideas and stuff?
Yeah, so the big picture on the coffee side is of course the cold brew. We're going to come out with some adult pours, and so that's going to be really exciting. Yes, so there's going to be pour is all encompassing, right? And so when I'm thinking about that, we're looking at that. We're looking at some spices. We'll be looking at pairing up with some companies, partnerships, and things like that for the equipment, like kind of like we talked about. There's a lot going on, and pour is actually still in its first year, so we've got a lot of room to kind of expand and grow and do all of that. So this year, that's really a big focus. Hopefully we can grow enough where we can start getting into some of the bigger events, and so that's a big goal. Whether or not we do it this year or next, we'll see. We got to build up to that. As you know, if anyone's been a vendor at any of these events, they're not cheap.
Right.
So, and not only just vendor costs, but just to show up. I mean, you think about like tents and
Travel.
inventory and so that's kind of where we're at. We'll see kind of where things progress, but I'd love to start getting out to some of the events if we can. So that's what's coming down the pipeline for that. And then personally, I'm hoping I just get to travel along, with all of it and bring the kids. And I've enjoyed doing like podcasts and things like this. So I'm hoping I get to do a few more. And that's kind of where the year is leading for me, but definitely more travel this year. I feel like I did not do enough last year. I definitely, I need to get out that way for sure. I
know some people.
You do. Just
We will hook you up.
Might be at the stomping grounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Might be.
It's not that far from Texas, I promise.
No, it's not bad. And I mean that I've also been dying for some time by the water, like just some beach time, some coast time.
I'm all about that.
Yes, I like both ways. I love being out in the mountains and the forest and all of the nature, and then I also love just like sunshine and sand. Right, like I'm good either way.
That's my happy place.
Mm-hmm.
Arla's birthday present from me is we're going on a girls' weekend trip to Florida in April. So.
Oh, that's gonna be. Are you going for G Beach? Is that in April?
No,
we're not going to G Beach. We'll be in the Panhandle. Yeah, just girl time.
Perfect. What else reason do you need?
Right.
We don't.
By the way, yesterday was Arla's birthday.
Hey, happy birthday!
Right. 29.
Absolutely.
And Hold me. Hold.
Hold it.
Hold.
The commercial.
Yeah.
Hold.
Hold.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So Tony wants to know what your favorite camp meal is when you're out in the woods.
Ooh. So we'll go back to my Toyota overlanding time. And there was a soup that was made. And it's so good. And they just took like ramen and some like I think it was just beef, like ramen and beef and all of these seasonings, and they made this broth, and it was just like, and potatoes, and it was just really good. Okay, we were in the Ozarks in like right after Christmas. Like we left the day after Christmas to go to the Ozarks, so it was freezing. It was super cold, of course, which was fine. But so it was us. We had 4 kids, the whole group. Like it was a whole situation. And so by the end of the day, like you're frozen, and everyone's trying to sit around the campfire and like be together. You know, so the soup was perfect. So I don't know if it was the cold or the soup or whatever, but it's probably my favorite this thus far, just because it was warm and it kind of fills you up and all the good feelings.
We are in the Ozarks, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
This is perfect. I loved it.
Well, I'm not right now, but normally, yes.
One of her many houses is in the Ozarks. Okay.
Right.
It's bougie.
It's so, but it's so beautiful. And that was like one thing. I love Texas, right? But we don't have a lot of public land, at least where I'm at, right? Especially not in the hill country, but really kind of anywhere. Yeah. And so it was just great to be able to go and just go. Like there was nothing. It was wonderful. So
let's see, Jonathan, get the name out there because it really is the best, and a $50 per month subscription is awesome. You never have to worry about it running out. Man, what a plug.
He's awesome.
Guy. Okay, you're beloved again, Jonathan.
Right? He's clawing his way back out.
Yeah, he's back in the game.
Yeah. Right? He's like, oh no, when she gets off of here. He's a Texas boy too, so he's close enough. He's within arm's reach, so he climbs back out when he can.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I love that area, and I think that's probably like one of my favorite things. And so I'm one of those. I don't know if you guys are like this, but when I go travel, I swear everywhere I go, I'm like, should I move here? Like everywhere I go.
That's a military thing because my husband and I still do that, and we've been both been retired for 7 years, and we're like, should we move here?
I don't know. Every time I go to Florida, I start looking at property every time.
Yeah,
like 2 months afterward, I'm online looking at property. I'm like, do I need a little house right close to the beach? I know I can't afford it on the beach, but I could drive there. Like, if I had this house, this little house, I could do it.
Yeah,
every time.
Little houses
are cheap. When we go in April, I'll be all like, "Oh, look at property." On the dream.
No, Arla. No.
Win the lottery, and yes, I want to. I do what I want.
I grew up in Wisconsin, and so my dad is still up there. Yeah, super cold, right? And
Very
so
cold.
in the winter, he goes to Florida. And he just rents. Yeah. He's like, I'm out of here. And I don't blame him. But so he rents. And like a couple of years ago, he was dead set. He's like, I'm just going to buy. I'm sick of wasting all this money, blah, blah. He was going to buy in Fort Myers. And then the hurricane hit. He went right back to like, you know what? I think I'll rent.
Good. Yeah. Snowbird it. Good.
Oh, yeah. Sinkholes, hurricanes. We got it all in Florida. I'm from Florida. So.
Oh, yeah.
We offer all
like
of those.
Natural to you, like it's so nonchalant, and to me, I think I would have a stroke. Like like I wouldn't know what to do.
See, Arla teases me because that's how I feel about tornadoes. At least with hurricanes, you have plenty of warning. Tornadoes, it's like, okay, seek shelter now. Good luck.
Good forecast. You know there might be some stuff go down. You just have to have a plan.
Yeah. So when I was up in Wisconsin, I was taking my son to his dad's, and we had just moved to the town that we were living in. And so it was storming. I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, okay, we get in the car. I'm going to drive him. We get into town and I hear the sirens, and I'm thinking, that's kind of weird. Like, it was like, 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I'm like, normally isn't that a noon thing? So at the time, I just called the only person I knew in town. I was like, hey, like, what are these sirens? Like, they're always at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And she's like, there's a tornado in town. Where are you? I'm like, I'm in town.
Town.
I did. So and at the time in a little car, like I had a Jetta at the time. And so I like turned the Jetta around and I'm like going to the house as fast, and like the wind and you can't see anything. And the car in front of me just pulls over on the side of the road. I'm like, you can die here if you want. I'm going home.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Bye. Yeah, that was crazy. It was probably like the closest encounter. And sure enough, that road that we were on, we came out the next day and all the trees were like snapped.
Ooh.
I was like, oh, well, thanks, sirens. Appreciate the warning.
Glad I asked about those. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, crazy. Tornadoes are something
Oh,
else.
Arla, you're slacking.
I'm slacking?
Yeah, Jonathan says it takes like 3 minutes for his message to pop up when he types.
Oh, quit it, Jonathan. You're being ridiculous.
Maybe we just don't want to see it, Jonathan.
We're talking, Jonathan. It's not all about you, man. Lord.
They're needy sometimes. I tried to warn y'all.
Arla puts the comments up when it's a good time to put them up. She's all over that.
We're having a
You can
conversation.
Is there like a removal button? Like you can just
That checks out.
Yeah, we could remove him, but we're not going to be mean to Jonathan like that.
Oh, okay. If it was me, I would.
He did a shameless plug, Yeah,
he did. He did do a shameless plug for
let
you.
him slide, but he can't be sassy with me.
No. He likes to walk that little rope, and he really does teeter-totter someday.
I'll shove you off that rope.
Yeah, there's no net. It's fine.
I'm an only
no
child.
net, yeah.
Let that be known. Only child. Oh,
She doesn't play well with others, is what she's saying. Hey, Melanie.
Girl.
Thanks for tuning in, girl. Hope you're doing well.
Love her.
Aw.
I love her.
I love her. Yeah.
No, I love her.
Melanie's a sweetheart.
I mean, now I love her too, so.
She is
Yeah, you
so
should.
sweet.
She's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
She's so sweet. Here's Jonathan again.
She let us ride her mini motorcycle, and that was fun.
She can't live
Oh,
without
really?
me. She can't live without me.
Oh, boy.
You mean Arla? Arla can't live without you?
We don't know.
I could live without
My
you.
dog
I don't
back
even know
here?
you.
You see my dog back here, Sadie June? Sadie likes to be on the podcast too.
Hi, Sadie.
She's
So do you see
supposed
her?
to be laying underneath the desk, but she's being very stubborn.
Oh.
She wants to be on camera.
That's awesome.
Do y'all take your pets out with you when you go, or do you board them?
Yes and no. Have somebody come and stay at the house.
Yeah, but you've taken him out.
Yeah, I've taken them. It just gets a little hard sometimes, because we have this girl here, and then we have a little wiener dog. So
Yeah, the little wiener dog's more portable than the big girl.
This 80-pound hoss, lift her up in the rooftop tent, is not very fun.
I have a
For my husband.
Pyrenees.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And so, same thing. Like, he won't even get in the Jeep on his own. He's the laziest. Like, I love him, but he just puts his 2 paws up and then he's like, pick me up and put me in the Jeep. And I look at him like, bro.
You weigh as much as I do. Are you kidding?
Yeah. How are we going to do this here? And so, God love him. But no, I don't take him anywhere. I would take him like with us when we go, but not like overland or not crawling or anything. He's just a whole nother body.
We have a friend, Sabrina, and
Yeah.
she has a Great Pyrenees. His name is Gus, and he goes with her
Everywhere.
Really?
He is
He's awesome.
huge.
He is huge. He's like a horse.
So sweet. Yeah, he's like a horsey.
But he's an awesome horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the sweetest. Their temperament's like the best. They're like so chill and
Just go with the flow. Yeah. Super cool.
I bet you could make a camp dog out of your dogs pretty easily.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I think we could make it happen. So I actually rescued him.
Aww.
What does that say?
Miss my dog.
130 pounds.
Ooh, 130-pound doggy. Oh my goodness.
That's a horse.
That's like, I got to go to the gym to own my dog,
Gotta pump some weights here.
Gotta start bench pressing. Yeah.
So serious. Yeah, I rescued him and he's the sweetest, but I don't know like what happened before. Like, so, and I don't think he was abused, but I think like he kind of just got left to do his own thing. But for whatever reason, he is terrified. Like, he gets in the Jeep, and if we go over maybe 30 miles an hour, he is like shaking. He is almost in my lap. Like, he is just not having it. And that's even with the top and stuff on. Like, heaven forbid I take the top off.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no. So I don't know what's up with him, but slowly but surely, I just kind of take him on his little trips. And if the kids are in the back seat, he's all for that, then he's kind of distracted. And so that's good. But yeah, we'll see. Slowly but surely, we'll get him to, acclimate to the rest of the family here.
Yeah, that's why we don't have a travel dog anymore. Our dog, he did not like being in the vehicle at all. Like, it would freak him out. And so we sent him to live on a farm with Amy. She was on here earlier. But yeah, he was not a fan of being in a vehicle whatsoever. Did not like it.
And I don't know,
everything else was fine.
Yeah, my 5-year-old can just lay on him, sit on him. Like poke, and she wants to brush his teeth and do all the things, and he just lays there. He could care less, whatever. But you put him in the car, and he's like, this is, but I don't know. He's humongous too. So I'm like, are you claustrophobic? Maybe because he's as big as the back seat,
He might be. He's like,
maybe.
Why is this box moving? Yeah.
4-door?
I have a 2-door. Yeah.
Oh, you have a 2-door. Oh,
yeah, I have a little TJ. So there's
Yeah.
no room for us, more or less all of us and the dog. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
That could be an issue.
I could see that be a little cramped. Yeah.
Yeah, we there's a picture. I went to Wolf Caves last year, and there's all of us, and we're going for the weekend. And so there's all of us, our bags, the cooler, the tools, the dog, me and the 2 kids, like, and there's a picture. It's just all of us, all like these little heads. I'm like, look, we fit. We did.
I think you exceeded that Jeep's payload.
Probably, without a doubt. Yeah. So that's why I say, like, the daily, I'm very much looking forward to getting a daily. I love this. It's probably the most fun. It's a manual, so it's the most fun I've ever drove, like, as far as Jeeps go. But I just miss having the space, especially with kids, and all of that. And so a daily will be so, so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Then you can beat the hell out of the Jeep.
Yeah, well, that's it too, right? Because when I go out now, especially crawling, right? Like, I'm like, I can't break anything because I gotta drive it home. Like, there's no, I gotta take the kids to school tomorrow. Like, there's a whole situation here if I break it, And so, yeah, for sure. Like, a daily's such a must. It's got to happen. Like, to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'll just go get an old like beater truck like I used to have. I don't even care. Like, just something. So when I break the Jeep, or you install something and it takes 3 times longer than you expected. Those situations are always fun too. So, yeah.
Looky here. The TJ is my daily to my Rocklander 40s. All right.
There you go. Yeah.
I
like it.
Ashley's got a cool Jeep. I was like, who said that? Yeah. Her Jeep's awesome. For sure.
I want 40s when I grow up.
Me too.
Your Jeep is awesome without 40s. Don't even start. You won't be able to fit in your garage.
I don't care.
You got a low garage.
I don't care.
What do you have now? 37?
35s.
35s.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm on 33s. So I'm
on
like
33s.
Really, yeah, it's okay, right? But I want to upgrade, but I already know, like, okay, if I go up to 37s, like, I've got Dana 30s, like, other dirt, yeah, like, so everything's got to happen, right?
You gotta upgrade it all.
Yeah, and it's a 4-banger, so I'm like, I can't drive as it is now, and then I'm gonna put like huge tires. I'll just be like, hey guys, we'll be there in an hour, like I'll never be able to go anywhere.
Jonathan says just ride passenger in my shit box.
he's got a YJ that's built for the 9s.
I love YJs.
Yeah, so his rig's really cool too.
Yeah, if I let her get in, that's fine. Or my little steppy stool, I could tie a rope to it, and I could just get in and then pull the little thing up and be good to go.
Yeah. Casey, Arla's talking all this crap like she doesn't have a bad knee.
Shut up. That's why I need the steppy stool.
I saw a cool build with their rock sliders, and it had a step in the rock slider that went down. And I was like, I would probably break that, but I would hope that it wouldn't. It'd be a really cool solution.
Yes,
That-
I've seen those. As long as they stay up when you're sliding on the rocks, that'll be good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or it could just be like an assist.
Casey Reese, we were doing good. You just turned into Kyle. What is happening?
Oh, maybe it is Kyle using Casey's account.
Maybe a wheelchair lift. Casey.
Hey, I've got one you can use.
Oh no, I don't want that.
That's messed up. That's too soon.
I
That's wrong.
just want a little motorcycle thingy that I can put on the back of my Jeep, like Mel has, so I can put around all the little shows and stuff.
She has a mini
That'd
bike,
be
and she let us. I told you earlier, she let us ride it at a camping thing we went to. Oh my god, it's so fun!
That's
so much fun.
awesome.
And I still haven't got
I want
one
a
yet.
mini bike. Mm-hmm.
I want one.
I want lots
It's
of
really
toys.
me. He is still at the shop. Shame on you, girlfriend. No.
Yep.
What's Mel got to say? I need one of those. I need one of them.
Yeah.
I need a bike.
I need lots of toys. I need something to beat the hell out of, so I
You
don't.
got
have
lots
to
of toys, ma'am. You got lots of toys.
I don't have lots of toys.
You just got lots of toys added to your rig. Lots of
Yeah.
toys.
Yeah.
Hey, when you said you added a shower system. What shower system did you add, and do you like it?
So I have the overland shower on my rig, which is awesome, but it's a little bulky and a little heavy. So now I just have a. Casey, Kyle's gonna kill me because I don't remember the name of this.
Right there. It's a water port, 8 gallon.
Thank you.
You have
8-gallon water port. Thank you, Arla.
The overland shower right here.
Yeah, she's got the overland shower back there. So it's an 8-gallon water port. We ran a hose out to the side next to my shower tent, so I can just shower right on the road.
Perfect.
It's a little brisk.
It's great.
Right.
It
No
gets
heat.
warm.
I say it's heated, right? Like heats your water heater and everything.
No, mine's not heated. I mean, the
black
black
tank.
plastic is heated in the sun.
We got
Oh,
the
but-
4-gallon one, and it's, but we use it for something else totally different. Mel, I'm not going to Brutus, babe. I'm sorry. I'm going to be on a Go Explore USA trip during that time. My bad.
Ooh.
But I still love you. Random question. Where is your favorite place to overland?
Ooh.
Are you asking our
Ooh.
guests, ma'am, or are you asking anybody in particular? Do tell.
Do tell. Ashley, who are you talking to, girl?
Who's
Who are you
going first?
talking to? Who are you talking to? Get off of there, bro. I don't want
Arla,
to-
you go first. Where's your favorite place to overland?
I'm so sad, but understand. I will see you at more. I will be there. I'll be at more on Saturday only. Sorry again. She's gonna kick my ass in a minute. I'll only be at more on Saturday. Anyone. I need ideas. Well, your girl Misty is the traveler of the group. She has many spots that she goes.
Yes. Message me, Ashley. I'll hook you up.
Her Gaia GPS looks like a coloring book that exploded. Not even lying.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Super
That's
crazy.
the best way, though, right? For sure.
I just chill in the Ozarks. I have camped on the beach down in South Padre. The weather was not great when I did that, so it was a little disappointing because it was very windy and
You got sandblasted.
bueno. Yeah, definitely got sandblasted. It got exfoliated really well. So if you need some skincare, go down there. But pretty much just chill around the Ozarks. I mean, I've been several places, but we've been up to Colorado. I mean, it's very pretty out there. I really don't have a favorite, to be honest. I love the beach more than the mountains. There, it's out. I said it. Sorry.
There, I said it. Let's see. My two favorite places to overland in the United States would probably be Wyoming and New Mexico. Colorado's beautiful and amazing, but it's got a lot of people, and Utah's becoming that way as well. A lot of people on the trails. So it's a little harder to find some good camping spots. Oregon's also very, very busy, especially in the summer. Idaho, Wyoming, New Mexico, I would say those are the three top places I love to overland. So, yeah.
All the things.
amazing places, amazing ghost towns and historic sites and cool rock formations, all kinds of fun stuff in those states.
Wow.
Melanie. Oh,
Colorado
Right on,
on tomorrow, back Sunday to Colorado, Tuesday or Thursday a.m. All right then.
there's snow everywhere when I was there last week. Lots of snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay out the mountains. Ew.
Mhm.
What about you, Heather? Where do you like to go overland?
Where do you like to go?
Overland.
Where do I go?
Where do I go? I don't know why that happened, but okay.
We'll go with it.
For followers.
I don't know. I always think like, Heather, this stuff is recorded. Like one of these days I'm gonna end up like a meme or just some random video. Like it's gonna happen. Yeah,
I mean, we can talk like this the rest of the show. I
I
don't
hope
care.
I'm a meme. I want to be a meme. Make me a meme.
And Arla, you just asked
I
for
want to
it.
be a meme.
You know that Joey or your husband or somebody's going to make you a meme now.
I don't care. FAFO.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
Yeah.
So last night and gone tonight. Lord, sound like Arkansas. No.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you. Where you going?
Okay, so where?
Like overland wise, I haven't really been a ton of places. I loved the Ozarks. I loved Hot Springs. I'll tell you why. Because I grew up in Wisconsin. I really miss the seasons, and I miss like greenery and like actual trees and like woods type area. Not that the hill country doesn't have it, but it's just so much different. And so it was crazy. Like it's close enough where it's like a day trip, right? Like to get up there. And it feels like home a little bit. And so I like fell in love because I was like, I didn't realize home could be so close, and so I think that's honestly probably why I fell in love with it the most. There's water and trees and greenery and a little bit of seasons, and the people are great. I got super sick actually on one of our trips. Like I was super dizzy and we didn't know what was going on, and we were a couple days in the trip and we were already like way in there and blah blah. We ended up having a like hike out of there like 2 hours. Everybody packed up and took me to the ended up with a double ear infection. Like and we were driving around all day, so I was like not feeling super super great. But the people were so sweet. Like everyone was just so nice everywhere we went, which just makes me happy too.
I'll tell you what, when we go to Colorado, the altitude does me in for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so sick for the first 2 days.
Yeah.
That we're there.
I had really bad headache the first 2 days I was there.
Just
Yep.
I've never been
altitude
there,
is
so
no
I've
joke.
never experienced that. Yeah, it must be.
Apparently, you can get these little oxygen canisters and like carry them with you, so you can get better oxygen when you're way up in the altitude, like they have, like 13,000 feet. I didn't know that. I wished I would have, because
I didn't get one of those.
Yeah, my parents went out there.
Definitely
They got them. I was like, wait, what? That's a thing? Yeah, didn't know. But now I do.
Wow.
Yeah. If I ever go, yep, that's
Right.
happening for sure.
Well, she's been exploring the Ozarks lately. I would say I am more of a mountains girl. In the fall, I love to go because the color is just amazing in the mountains.
I love the Ozarks.
In the summer,
Yeah. It's summer. It's like swamp ass. So
swamp ass. There ain't no water in the river. Hot.
Hot.
You know, low. Mm-mm.
And it's probably humid. Yeah. Do you guys
Very
humid?
humid.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by swamp ass. Yeah.
Swamp ass.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it gets really humid. Really humid.
Yeah.
Last summer
But
was
the fall is
but I think
amazing
it's
there.
good.
The winter isn't bad.
not bad so far.
It wasn't bad. I mean, well, we went over Christmas and I think the lowest it got, and it was, chilly that night, but I think the lowest was like 16, which to me is not, it's chilly, but it's not like unbearable. It's not the worst thing that could happen.
Because you were in Wisconsin.
It's not like Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You in
Weirdo.
Wisconsin.
The Wisconsin. Oh, yeah. Don't you
Wisconsin.
know?
Eating your
yeah,
cheese,
do
kids.
accents.
Eating your cheese, kids. Which I
Drink
love.
the beer, eat the cheese, be happy.
Squeaky cheese, I'm all about it. I
What's
love
I
that?
think the British accents were better.
Cheese curds. They squeak. They're just
Saying.
so amazing.
Yeah, that's how you know they're fresh. I know I miss them.
All the snacks.
Oh my god. We're digressing.
We are, but
We're going way down a dark rabbit hole that I don't know if we can get out of. Snacks,
Okay.
yes, Arla. Yes, snacks.
Favorite trail snacks though. Like I wish cheese curds were a thing here because that would probably be my thing.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Favorite
I
trail
like to make
snacks.
up like a lunch or something. I like to make up some chicken salad before we go and just take some crackers and just, swipe it out of the bowl easy, that kind of thing. I like to take like grapes or blueberries and stuff like that. Something that's like light, not heavy. Stuff like that. I like to bring pre-made PB&Js, like the Smucker's ones from the freezer, because I like those because I'm a kid. I throw those in.
Those seem to be popular trail snacks, though.
They are lovely.
I know a lot of people that eat those.
You just grab them.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Pepperoni and Kyle's chips and 27 dips. I don't even know what to say right now.
You had me at 27 dips, so
I'm still stuck at Kyle's chips. Does Kyle make chips? If so, why don't I know that already? Because I like snacks, and that's weird. I'm making caramel popcorn stuff that Galen calls cracked Brutus. Bring it some more on Saturday specifically.
Okay, so let me decipher that for you. Galen is her friend.
Yes.
He thinks that her popcorn tastes like crack because it's so good. And Big Brutus is in Kansas.
Yeah.
Which is there's a lot of events held there. And then More Expo in Springfield, Missouri.
All the things you need to go to.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to have to play this back and
Yeah.
All right, we're getting crack in Brutus and
dip problem. Okay. Yeah. He's got a dip problem. He's got more than that, Casey. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but yes, definitely a dip problem. Okay.
That's her husband now. Calm down.
I know. He picks on me all the time. I'm picking it back. All the time. Sorry, shorthand on fire tonight. It's all good. She gave the rundown.
All good, girl.
Yeah,
all
you
good.
should Google Big Brutus. Big Brutus is super cool. Super cool. Super cool.
Yeah, there's it's called Arla.
Big Iron Overland Rally.
Big Iron, there you go. Big Iron Overland Rally, and it's in the fall now, which is great. Oh, yeah.
I know.
Bigfoot.
Yeah. Come on, let's go. Yep. We'll go look for Sasquatches. Let's go.
Oh yeah, all over the Ozarks. Yeah, the Big Iron Overland Rally is a lot of fun. It's a big music festival. Awesome time.
Sean really likes your swamp ass comment.
Yeah,
it's true though.
Yeah. It's a true story.
True story of the swamp ass. Big Brutus's time is for the bull. Yeah, so that's what's happening next weekend. Not this weekend. There's a polar bear camping club. The last camp out, they had 4, and it's at Big Brutus. Yeah, that's what that is.
So the Polar Bear Camping Club is a local Midwest thing that got started, and you basically camp at 4 different spots and you get a patch. And then when you go to More Expo, you get a really big patch to put your 4 patches on. It's kind of cool. It's just something they started this year. So, but you can only get a patch if you attend, and then you get the big patch at More.
If you're registered and you're one of the first 100.
Oh, okay.
If you are not, and you're not there, you do not get said patch.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. We like things complicated in the Midwest, so there's a lot of rules involved, and
you got to work for it. Okay.
You got to work for it. You got to earn that patch.
Yeah. You got to earn the patch. But last weekend they had one, and it was, 75 degrees. So it wasn't really polar bear-esque weather.
Right.
And it was like 25 minutes from where my house was. So, it was not cold at all.
Yeah.
That sounds like that's okay. Polar bear.
Rather nice. We were driving the Georgia rivers and saw a sign in the woods that says Sasquatch mating area. Do not make eye contact. That is funny.
I love it. That is
funny.
I love it.
God, Melanie, I will only get 1 patch, but I have reasons. Girl, I ain't getting no patches. You got more than me.
Yeah, I got 0 patches.
I got 0 patches, but I did go out there and visit on Saturday, so I got some sort of brownie points of some sort. I'm just saying the Oklahoma camp out was 9 degrees. Yes. So Okie Overland hosted,
I believe you, Casey.
The Oklahoma one, and it literally was 9 degrees. So that one is a definite polar bear camp out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freezing.
And
I'm
it
out.
feels cold, right? Like growing up in Wisconsin, okay, it's cold, and yeah, it gets cold and it feels cold. But like here, it like is in your bones. Like even if it's in just the teens, it is a solid
Bone
cold.
chilling.
Yeah, it's
And if your
totally
feet get cold, if my feet get cold, I am done.
Oh yeah.
Like I can't get warm again. I'm just done.
I feel like that's because in the more humid areas, more on the eastern side of the US, I feel like that's more of the case where it feels like that bone chilling cold, because out here we were in like 20-degree weather out west here, and it didn't really feel cold at all. Like, I mean, it was cold, but it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm dying, I'm freezing to death, you know?
Right.
So I don't know if humidity plays a part in that or what.
Feet warmers are a game changer.
Ooh.
Girl, I got the little hand warmer. That little plug-in hand warmer thing. That thing is amazing.
Yeah, Arla bought me a hand warmer. I love it.
Yes, USB hand warmers. Dear sweet Jesus.
I have a battery-powered Milwaukee jacket. So it's like
yes,
like
girl.
Oh, nice.
Texas doesn't too cold.
Oh, it's so good.
Missed you cut your hair. Hello from Teddy and JoJo. Look at the hair. I haven't seen them on in a hot minute.
It's actually growing out now.
Yeah,
in that weird
growing out.
stage.
It was real short.
It was real short.
She's growing
Hi,
it back
Teddy and
out.
JoJo. Miss you guys.
Long and luscious hair. For sure.
Yes. Okay. So if people want to find you on social media, your website, all of that stuff, where do they look?
So for the coffee, it is Pour Offroad, P-O-U-R, offroad.com. So that's for the coffee. For me or the coffee, you can hit me up either way. I always welcome people. You can message me personally. Instagram, it's DV, like disabled veteran .sov. And Pour Offroad is our tag for everything coffee.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, we really appreciate you being on the show tonight. And again, thank you for your service. It was great talking to a fellow vet. Love to camp with you sometime. Hopefully we can all get together soon. Jasper Jeep Jam.
Jasper Jeep Jam.
So, ladies,
yeah.
You have a new follower. Yes!
Yay! Oh, we're welcome.
Oh,
Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan. He'll be the first person you block.
Gotta meet this character. Bring him to Jasper Jeep Jam when you can.
Yeah, we have to meet him.
Already decided we probably can't stand each other in a Jeep for more than like 30 minutes, but we'll try.
Separately.
He'll have to bring his and I'll bring mine.
I get that way with Arla in her Jeep sometimes, but she's an aggressive driver, so I just fear for my life.
It's true.
It's fine.
It's true.
I literally had to physically restrain her from turning around and going after somebody that flashed their brights at her.
Listen, quick story. The Jeep sits up tall. It's got a 3.5-inch lift. You know, 35. I wish it was 36. But I get bright lighted at night every freaking car that comes by, and I don't have my bright lights on. And when I get super cranky, whenever you bright lighted me 10 times, if you're that one, you get the whole bar slapped at you.
That's
you know
me.
All the lights come on.
Looks like damn Christmas tree.
This one person, I went to stop me. She's like, Arla, no, Arla, no, Arla, no. It's like, people quit flashing your bright lights at me.
Like, you want to see bright lights? All the buttons.
Oh, yeah.
I just flash my bright lights usual, but if I'm done, or somebody getting them all. All of them.
She'll light up the neighborhood. Forget it.
Yeah.
Be able to land a plane.
Slap the whole panel with my hand. And it's on. Yeah. Bad person.
Hilarious.
Moving on. Sorry.
Digressing again.
Anger issues.
You're a hot mess.
That's okay.
Anger issues. Working on it.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. And thank you everyone for watching and contributing in the comments. We really appreciate it. And we will catch you next week. Do we have somebody scheduled next week?
We do. We had a reschedule. They got scheduled.
Woohoo! Yay! So we have another guest next week. We'll let you know. And thank you so much, Heather, for being on the show tonight. We really appreciate it. It's lovely to chat with you. And we will catch you next time. Bye, everybody.
Peace out.
Peace.